Chris cauterized his wound with a piece of red-hot charcoal he'd been bitten by a zombie, but that wasn't enough. He wrapped the belt tightly around his arm and activated the machine to hoist himself up, trying desperately to keep the virus from reaching his brain. By sheer luck, Chris survived. The virus didn't infect his brain. In fact, it gave him superhuman strength. The world had been overrun by zombies called Kabane. Their hearts were shielded by steel-like membranes, making them nearly impervious to standard firearms. To protect themselves, humans built fortified cities. The only way to travel between these cities was by armored trains like the one now before him, known as the Iron Fortress. But even the trains weren't safe. Kabane could and did attack them. That night, a train came barreling toward the city gates at full speed. No matter how hard the gatekeeper signaled, the train didn't slow down. It wasn't until it got closer that they realized it had been overrun. It was packed with zombies, smashing through the gates and destroying everything in its path. The train finally exploded inside the city. But the Kabane weren't so easily killed. They surged into the residential areas like a tidal wave, biting and tearing into the living. Seeing people flee in terror, Chris forced open a door and ran toward his lab. Once inside, he slashed his wrist and used his own blood to lure the zombies. As expected, one took the bait. Chris grabbed a homemade weapon, ready to strike, but the zombie was clever. It leapt off a rooftop and tackled him. The two struggled violently before Chris finally managed to kill it with his weapon. He was overjoyed. They finally had a weapon that could fight back against the Kabane. But the moment of victory was fleeting. In that brutal fight, Chris had been bitten again.